Yeah, dear students, in this video, you will learn how to make a desktop monitor. Okay, so we're going to use multi-section solid. Okay, yeah, first make this rectangle. So the dimensions are 300 and 200, and take gap of 50 millimeter plane. Okay, plane 50 millimeter to here. So make second rectangle. Okay, the length is 250 and the height is 150. Okay, and use multi-section solid. And next we create a plane with a gap of 5 millimeter, and we make the backside rectangle 290 and 190, and we use removed multi-section solid to make this slot. Okay, and for making the stand, right, we can create a circle here, and we can create a circle here with a gap of 200 and use multi-section solid, and bottom one is pad, and finally we create a fillet. Okay, so let's do that one first. Start mechanical design, part design. Name the part. Okay, desktop monitor. So YZ plane I am making because this one is front view. Select YZ plane and make sketch. Okay, and I am going to use center rectangle so that I can keep the plane in the middle. So 300, and this one is 300, and this one is 200. Okay, and then YZ plane and make another plane with the gap reverse direction backside 50 millimeter. So we can see here 50 millimeter, right? 50 millimeter, and make rectangle there. So rectangle. So the length of the rectangle is 250 and the height of the rectangle is 150. And height is 150, and we use multi-section solid. The multi-section solid, first section is first rectangle, or second, you can also select backside from the backside. First rectangle, sketch one, and you can select from here also. Second section is second rectangle, sketch two. And make sure that when you make multi-section solid, make sure that both the corners, closing points are at the same corner, okay, and same direction. Okay, sometimes you have another closing point here, okay, and one closing point here. So then we have to change that closing point. Okay, you know that one, right? How to change. Click on OK. By default, so my closing points are here, right? So you just click OK. Directions also important. Okay, one is this direction and another one is also this direction. And create new plane from the YZ plane or from the front plane. Okay, you can choose the face. So with the gap 5 millimeter to create 290 and 190 rectangle, right? So reverse direction, back side, not front side. Okay, and that, so 290 and 190. Okay, and we use remove multi-section solid, right? So between sketch one, right? Sketch one is front side rectangle, and make sure that that is visible, or you can select from this also. Sketch three is back side rectangle. So we use removed multi-section solid, this one and this one, and make sure that the closing points right here at the same corner, okay, and same direction. So yeah, this one is invisible, right? So we have to make that one hide and show, or you can select directly from sketch one, right? You don't need to make that one show. So click on OK. Yeah. Remove multi-section solid is this one, okay. And yeah, so we make this, okay, this one circle where top view xy plane, right? The gap from the x-axis, I mean axis to here is 5 millimeter, and make circle, small circle here and a big circle 55 millimeter here. Okay, so select xy plane, make sketch here. So with 35 millimeter, and the gap between this one and this one is 5 millimeter. Okay, you can also select this edge and this point, okay, and make another plane from xy plane towards the bottom side, okay. So the gap is 200, but we should use reverse direction because it will make plane front side. So click on OK, and so make another circle with radius diameter 55. You can see 55, right? 55. So, but yeah, that is also gap. There is a gap between this line and this point. You can also use concentric constraint, concentricity. So both the centers of the circle same, or you can make 5 millimeter gap. So select this circle and this circle, give the concentricity constraint. And again, multi-section solid, okay, multi-section solid. So select this and select this one. So make sure that the closing point, right, same direction, okay, same direction. Both should be to right side or left side, okay. Click on OK, and yeah, here or here we make a pad sketch. A pad sketch diameter of this one is 150. Sketch. Yeah, on this plane, can also choose that face. So that is also concentric with this circle, right? Concentricity, and diameter is how much? 150. And pad, right? So it's going upside, but downside, reverse direction, 20 millimeter, okay? 20 millimeter. Click on OK. So, and finally, we use edge fillet with radius 10 millimeter, okay? 10 millimeter. So that is the monitor, okay? This one is a simple monitor, okay? So you can also create the stand and the bottom side, right, with shaft tool, okay? So this is one way, and another way is delete this pad, okay? This is multi-section solid. Yeah. Delete all aggregate children. You didn't need to make this sketch also hide. So select ZX plane. Another way, okay? Another way. So create a line, right? That is axis for the shaft. Axis for the shaft from here to here, 5 millimeter. and I make so like this one. Okay, now this should be up to here. Okay, up to the axis, and this one is half of the 35, right? Because diameter is 35, we half of the 30, and this one is half of the 150, 150, right? And from here to here, half of the 55. Bottom circle, 55 radius, right? This circle, 55 radius, and 55 over 2, and the height. Yeah, this one is 20. You can do fillet now, or you can do later also. From here to here, 200. Okay. So this is another choice, right? And yeah, so use fillet, or you can do this one in 3D also. So radius is 10. Okay. The shaft. Okay, because I made an axis, right? So for this one, the shaft axis is the axis of that sketch. Okay, axis. You don't need to select the axis. Okay, so shaft. So you see, selection is sketch axis. So this is another way to make the monitor. Okay. Okay, that is the end of this video. Thank you.